Okay, 1987, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. Opponent's 7,000 games, but over 2,200 in bullet, as you can see there. Thousands of games in all-time controls. Okay, early bishop development. Okay, what do I want to do? I'm going to go g3, the Moretti principle. Even though I've deviated early with d4, but I'll put the bishop on the diagonal anyway. It gives us some potential flexibility, but I think I'll just castle there. Yeah, f4 could be a potential move here, couldn't it? It gives us a little bit more space, a little bit more flexibility. We create some scope for the bishop, so we could grab this b pawn, but I guess it gives him a center. Here, bishop down. If he does that, can we just check and collect? I think I'll just take here in the middle because I create a threat, and I've still got a threat here, right? So I don't see why I don't just take and come back or come right back. Let's come right back. Okay. Feels like I should bring the knight into play. I've no idea where the bishop's going to go. Rook across is the other move, but I could bring the knight right across to an f3 square instead of c3. So does it matter? If I'm going to bring the bishop this way, no, I'm going to go to c3 because we've got the potential to go forward. The queen can still drop back over if it comes under attack. I just missed a free pawn as well, didn't I? Not paying attention. That's just simple not paying attention. Just could have taken another pawn. But I'm just trying to get developed though. It's all I'm focused on. Get the bishop into play, drop back. Yeah, maybe I should have just grabbed the pawn while I had the chance there, but it's done. I just want to make sure the queen's got somewhere to run to and the bishop's got somewhere to go to get into the game. Even just drop the queen back to hit the pawn again. Okay, but let's get the bishop up then. Now the rooks are connected. We can try and get them in the center at some point. Again, queen back's an idea, knight forward's an idea. Knight forward, if you push, we can at least take with a check. And it opens up the scope of the bishop. Actually, yeah, knight up gives you a chance to blunder, so knight up's a serious move. Not now, it isn't. Well, maybe it's still a move. Knight takes, bishop takes. Yeah, knight takes, I've still got bishop takes, right? So I think it's still a move, so I'm going to play it. Mustn't pre-move here though, because if you go with this knight, it blunders checkmate, so I mustn't pre-move, just take back. And again, I can't pre-move that to be fancy because you've got to move like knight across. So, do we want to sack anything here? As long as I play queen back, you don't have knight takes bishop. But if a knight moves somewhere else, you've got bishop here. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? So I'd like to go here, but say you move the knight back. Well, if the knight does move, the bishop's not under attack. If I go here, takes, so it must be good for me. Yeah, let's not do anything fancy. It must be good for me to trade here because my bishop's got nice scope anyway. We can look to play c4. We can get the rooks active, so it should be good. Doesn't mean I can't blunder in, of course. I can blunder in any game against anybody. But I've pre-moved in case knight takes a bishop. I'm also hitting both pawns as well on f7 and a6. Okay, the rooks come forward. So am I actually properly, legitimately blundering here? Am I legitimately blundering? I think I can drop back, but I'm being a bit careless here. Takes, say the king. Well, the king will probably go to f8. I'm not guarding, am I? You don't want to go there, so I assume I have to drop back. If pawn down a take, if takes, I still take. Yeah, you can see my opponent's a good player here. You can see they're a strong player, so get a bit careless somewhere. I can easily lose this. So do I want to trade here? Do I want to kick this rook out? I think I want to kick the rook out for sure. It's whether I play bishop up or pawn up. I like the pawn structure as it is. Bishop up, though, allows the knight to hit 2, doesn't it? What about this pawn, then? But we might do this. I'm not sure here. I like bishop up because it creates pressure. But pawn up restricts my bishop. I'm just going to play bishop up. Oh, let's not pre-move anything. I'm a minute and a half down on the clock. Lost a lot of time here, haven't I? But if the rook drops back, I'm probably just going to drop the bishop back. It does take. So we'll take. And now we're going to try and activate our rooks. Off as a bishop trade. But if I gain a rook, lose a rook, gain a pawn, lose a bishop, gain a bishop, that should be good for me. Worst case, I can trade piece for piece. If you take my rook, I can take a pawn and then the bishop, right? Am I blundering though? Takes, here, check, takes, check, up, and I'm fine, right? I just need to be careful that I don't blunder something really sloppy. Yeah, so he's gone to the check, so that's a forced move, which means that's a forced move as well. But there's no immediate check now. I'm threatening this. I'm threatening a back rank mate in 1. I'm hitting the pawn. And I've still got 6 minutes left. Oh, that's just winning on the spot, I think. Queen check, you have to block. Trade, outside pawn. So I don't think I need to think too much about that. That should be winning on the spot. Yeah, I've got the outside pawn, which I can protect, so this has to be winning. It's whether I push the pawn immediately or king up. King up, I think, is more logical. Because I can always push this pawn. Do I need to spend a move here? Let's just push the pawn now. I'm just wondering whether I need to do this, but I don't think I do. I think I'll work this bit here and bring my king across. Because then the king has to go over to stop my pawn, but I want to be in a position to step in the middle. It should be a win, it should be, but it doesn't mean I can't blunder it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, but with 2 pawns up, and I think that might be the key move because it disturbs the structure no matter what. If you take, I take back, and I can just push one of the pawns in front of the other. It doesn't matter which one. The king could never take the back pawn. Otherwise, I'm threatening just to simply push on here, and eventually I'll get my king round. Okay, that's a nice move, but I think I just sidestep. If I take, you go here, though, and that's still clear. Actually, no, that's easier, isn't it? Take here. Yeah, no, it's easy just to take. Just sidestep. You can't stop both pawns, I don't think. Especially with the king there. If you come down here, I can just find a holding move, but yeah, there's not much to be. Oh, hold on. Sin, there's not much to be done. I'm taking it for granted. Oh god, have I lost it? What the heck? Here, 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 here. Queen, queen. I've blundered it. I don't believe it. Can I come back? I didn't calculate it. Here takes, here. And I might be lost. Oh, what the heck? I just took it for granted I might be lost. Here. You can't go there now. So I'm committed. So if I push, you go here. If I push, if you come down, if I come here, you just come down. That's no good. So I have to push. So here takes, here, push, here, push, queen, you queen. But then I check from behind and it's winning, right? Yeah, it's winning. Boy, I thought I'd blundered it completely there. We'll find out in a moment, but I think it's winning because of the opposite kings. I get the check first. And it's actually a mate threat, isn't it? So, you have to move your king on a move. You know, we're just going to mate in 1 threat. Boy, I thought I'd blundered that one, but we've actually got it. I thought I'd blundered that away there, but we've got it. That's why you just need to take that bit more time when a position looks winning. We've got back to 2200 with that as well. Very good. when it looks winning, don't take it for granted. Take that little bit extra time. Okay, so the game's going through the analyzer. That'll be my opponent doing that as well. It's on the game as well. I think my camera might actually cover that up there. So we'll just see how we actually played it. We've got 39 moves. Yeah, I missed that early pawn, not paying attention there, but I was just going for piece development. So I was just trying to develop my pieces and get active. So not drastically important in the grand scheme of things, I don't think. The engine might say, yeah, you should have taken it because we do have some inaccuracies. But we played very well. 96% versus 90%. And just, actually, the engine's saying there one blunder, but it's highlighting 2 in red. So if I refresh the screen, one of them should disappear. So it's saying as a blunder. So what was it? It was just king takes a4 was a blunder. So we must have been winning. Yeah, we've built an early advantage and we're much better the whole entire rest of the game. So in the end here, we have played it okay, but I've still been sloppy. Let's see how we should have done this. Turn the engine on. So I should not have taken the pawn in the big main 3 lines. Just move the king anywhere. But I'm still much better. The evals dropped slightly, but not too much. There, king across was correct. King over. King up is correct, or a pawn push. Yeah, so king c4 or king c2. Actually, they're both good moves. They're both +7 equally. So the engine knows, obviously, it is winning. So I found the right line and I've played it correctly. So you can't take the pawn there. The engine is saying push one of the pawns on the other side. So yeah, there is nothing that black can actually do. In reality, it's just completely winning for us. We found it correctly. We played it correctly. So it felt a bit scary there when I realised how I could have messed up. But we actually got a very good win, so very good.